Okay, so my name is Rachel Tyrell. So Alice's Anthem was an adaptation of Alice in Wonderland, written by Chelsea. Was kind of a Alice drug trips down the rabbit hole. Alice's Anthem I would describe as Alice in Wonderland for adults, with songs.
Thoroughly, vivid characters with just over-the-top quirks about them.
I got cast as, was I Lottie or was I Dida? I was Lottie Dida, and then Iris, a singing flower. Tony Gavilanis as Max was ridiculous and fantastic and so full of energy and dripping with sweat. Every single performance is the only thing that pops into my head. Saya Birchfield played the Queen Mother, and I was honestly scared of Saya the first time I met her because I'm very quiet and she's very brash and loud. As in accordance with her Queen Mother character, I thought she was going to eat me. JohnPaulSharp.com played Chase the Rabbit. Ty Bonneville played Alice. Jillian Callahan played Charlotte. When I first met Brett, people were like, don't be intimidated, he's just going to be naked. And I was like, alright. And sure enough, he was always naked.
When you're acting and you're dancing and you're moving and you're becoming alive in a different body and character, it's not the best to have underpants on. Underpants hold you back. Taking it back to the original story, he's this mystical caterpillar who lives upon a mushroom and smokes his hookah into the world. What kind of hookah-smoking caterpillar wears underpants? Needless to say, you could see the outline of my circumcised penis perfectly.
I would jump into a black outfit and help out backstage, which was also so much fun because I got to help set up the Enchanted Forest and help set up the train that Alice would eventually ride on her way back home. And the stage for Alice's Anthem was kind of unbelievable. Since it was in the Ballard Underground, it's a pretty small little basement theater. The use of it was ingenious, and one of the key elements to it was this giant flat that was constantly turned to reveal a room, and then when it wasn't being used, usually for outdoor scenes, it would be turned away to kind of make a corner in the stage. So we were dressed all in black, but with all these fluorescent lights, because the second half of the show, as Alice is tripping on LSD, is completely blacklit, so we would try to be as creepy. So it wasn't like your typical stagehands trying not to be seen. We were definitely trying to be seen.
We would go to turn the set for them, and the actors would be seen there. We'd write notes on our arms for them, and it would be glowing in the black light. Every night, a whole new thing. Jeff would write messages on his stomach, lift up his shirt. It was great.
I got to eat keyboard pieces and stuff tape in my mouth and wrap my body in electronic pieces, and that was just great. That was
and you get to rap.
Yeah, and I got to rap. Yes, that's the most important part. I got to rap.
So Alice's Anthem had, and actually has, a soundtrack available on iTunes, which was, fully recorded, songs written by Tony Gavilanis.
Because the music is great, and it's catchy, and it'll be stuck in your head for days, even if you hear it once. Truth. That's another thing with the cast. Everyone enjoyed going out together after the show in celebratory, nature, which doesn't happen all the time in theater. Usually there's 1 or 2 nights where the whole cast goes out. Alice's Anthem, I think we went out every single night. But when they're just like, oh yeah, Copious Love, what are they about? I'm like, well, it's kind of like if Copious Love was a Greek god, they'd be Dionysus. I was like, imagine if you have 2 churches or theater groups and one's very formal. Copious Love is very, not informal because there are, obviously, we get a lot of shit done, but there's a lot more fun.
There wasn't a ton of outside help. There wasn't a ton of people coming in that weren't Copious Love friends, alumni of other shows, or just company members in general. It was very much, this is what we can do as a family, and that was pretty impressive because, like we said, and the Gregory nominators mentioned, this was a truly astounding little show.